Do you often find yourself staring at the ceiling when the clock strikes 3 a.m.? The house is quiet, the world is still asleep, but your eyes are wide open, and your mind starts to race. It's a frustrating, often lonely experience, isn't it? You go to bed hoping for a full night's rest, only to be awake before the sun, feeling tired before your day even begins. This isn't just about feeling groggy. Consistent early waking can leave you feeling run down, affect your memory, your mood, and even your ability to enjoy the simple pleasures of life. You might feel like it's just part of getting older. But what if I told you it doesn't have to be? What if there's a real reason so many of us wake up at that exact time? And more importantly, what if there are simple, everyday things you can do to change it? The truth is, your body's internal clock, your diet, and even your evening habits play a much bigger role than you might imagine. And the good news is, these aren't complex fixes. They're often small, surprising shifts that can make a monumental difference to your sleep quality and how you feel each day. In this video, we're going to uncover why so many of us over 60 find ourselves wide awake in the wee hours. We'll explore 5 incredibly simple yet powerful habits and often overlooked foods that can help you reclaim those precious morning hours of sleep, ensuring you wake up feeling truly refreshed and ready for the day ahead. Stick around to the very end, because I'm going to share something that will truly surprise you about your sleep and how much control you actually have over it. So, let's dive right into the heart of the matter and uncover the first major reason you might be waking up before the sun even thinks about rising. It might sound incredibly simple, almost too simple to be true, but it all comes down to light. Yes, light. Both the light you get and the light you don't get plays a profound role in setting your body's internal clock, your circadian rhythm, which dictates when you feel sleepy and when you feel awake. Think of your body as having its own master clock, and that clock is heavily influenced by the light it perceives. When you were younger, perhaps your sleep rhythm was more robust, less easily disrupted. But as we age, our eyes can become less sensitive to light cues, and our natural production of melatonin, that wonderful sleep hormone, can start to decrease. This means we need a little more help from our environment to keep that internal clock ticking correctly. For example, getting bright natural light first thing in the morning, ideally within an hour of waking up, tells your body, it's daytime, time to be awake and alert. This signal isn't just about waking you up. It's crucial for reinforcing the timing of your sleep-wake cycle for the next night. Even just 20 to 30 minutes of outdoor light, maybe with your morning cup of tea on the porch, or a gentle stroll around the garden, can make a world of difference. It helps to suppress the leftover sleepiness from the night and, more importantly, sets the stage for healthy melatonin production later that evening. Now, if morning light is crucial, then what happens in the evening is equally important. Just as your body needs bright light to know it's day, it needs dim light, or even darkness, to know it's time to wind down. Unfortunately, in our modern world, we're often surrounded by bright artificial lights, especially from screens, right up until bedtime. The blue light emitted from phones, tablets, and even television screens can be particularly disruptive. This blue light mimics natural daylight and tells your brain, stay awake, it's still daytime. This can suppress your body's natural melatonin production, making it harder to fall asleep. And even if you do drift off, it can lead to fragmented sleep or, you guessed it, waking up too early. Try to dim the lights in your home an hour or two before bed. Switch off those screens, or if you must use them, consider blue light filtering glasses or settings. Creating a serene, dimly lit environment signals to your body that it's time to prepare for rest, helping you stay asleep longer and wake up feeling more rested. Now, while getting your light exposure right is a fundamental step, what you put into your body, especially in the hours leading up to bedtime, can be just as significant. It's often the hidden culprits in our diet that are secretly sabotaging our sleep, especially that early morning wake-up call. Let's talk about those late-night meals. Many of us enjoy a hearty dinner, and there's nothing wrong with that. But if you're eating a heavy meal too close to bedtime, say, within 2 or 3 hours of lying down, Your body is still busy digesting when it should be winding down for sleep. Your digestive system is working hard. Your core body temperature might be elevated, and this internal activity can easily pull you out of deeper sleep cycles, making it more likely you'll wake up around 3 a.m. Try to give your body at least 3 hours to process your evening meal before you hit the hay. If you absolutely must have a snack, make it something light and easy to digest, like a small banana or a handful of almonds, rather than a rich, fatty, or sugary treat. And then there are the usual suspects, caffeine and alcohol. We all know caffeine keeps us awake, but its effects can linger for much longer than you might think. A cup of coffee at 4 p.m. might seem harmless, but caffeine has a half-life of about 5 to 6 hours, meaning half of it is still in your system after that time, and a quarter of it is still there 10 to 12 hours later. So, that afternoon pick-me-up could easily be contributing to your 3 a.m. wake-up. Try cutting off caffeine by noon or early afternoon at the latest. Alcohol is another sneaky one. Many people think a nightcap helps them sleep. And yes, it might make you fall asleep faster initially because it's a sedative, but as your body processes the alcohol later in the night, it actually fragments your sleep, making it shallower and more likely for you to wake up and struggle to get back to sleep. Alcohol also messes with your sleep architecture, preventing you from getting enough restorative REM sleep. So, while it might knock you out for a bit, it's not giving you the quality, uninterrupted sleep your body truly needs. Limiting or avoiding alcohol in the evenings can dramatically improve your sleep quality and reduce those unwelcome early morning awakenings. Now that we've discussed the surprising power of light and the often overlooked impact of your evening food and drink choices, let's move on to something equally vital for that deep, uninterrupted sleep you're craving. We've explored how light and your evening meals can be game changers for your sleep. But there's another incredibly important piece of the puzzle that many people overlook, especially as we get older, the role of specific nutrients. And at the top of that list is a mineral often dubbed nature's tranquilizer. And that's magnesium. Magnesium is involved in over 300 biochemical reactions in your body, and many of these are directly related to sleep. It helps regulate neurotransmitters that are directly involved in sleep, like GABA, which calms the nervous system. It also helps relax muscles, reduces stress and anxiety, and even plays a role in the production of melatonin. Think about it if you're constantly feeling a bit restless, or your muscles feel tense, or you find your mind racing when you try to sleep. A magnesium deficiency could be part of the problem. Sadly, many of us, especially seniors, don't get enough magnesium from our diet. Soil depletion, processed foods, and certain medications can all contribute to lower levels. When your body doesn't have enough magnesium, it can struggle to relax, leading to restless sleep and those unwanted early morning awakenings. Incorporating magnesium-rich foods into your diet is a fantastic first step. Think leafy green vegetables like spinach and kale, nuts and seeds such as almonds and pumpkin seeds, legumes like black beans, whole grains, and even dark chocolate. A daily handful of almonds or a serving of spinach with your dinner can make a difference over time. If dietary changes aren't enough, some people find a magnesium supplement, particularly magnesium glycinate or citrate, taken an hour or two before bed, can be very helpful. Always check with your doctor before starting any new supplement. Of course. But for many, a little extra magnesium can be the key to unlocking deeper, more consistent sleep. Now that we've talked about getting enough of that calming mineral, let's shift our focus to something equally fundamental to our health, and surprisingly, to our sleep water. It sounds so basic, doesn't it? But how and when you hydrate can significantly impact whether you're making those dreaded trips to the bathroom in the middle of the night. Waking up at 3 a.m. to use the bathroom is a common complaint, and while it can sometimes point to underlying health issues that should be discussed with your doctor, for many, it's simply a matter of timing your fluid intake. While it's absolutely essential to stay well hydrated throughout the day for overall health, chugging a big glass of water right before bed is almost guaranteed to disrupt your sleep. Your kidneys are less efficient at processing fluids overnight, and your bladder capacity naturally changes as we age. The key here is to front-load your hydration. Try to drink most of your water, herbal teas, and other fluids earlier in the day. Make sure you're getting plenty of fluids from the moment you wake up until late afternoon. Aim to significantly reduce your fluid intake in the 2 to 3 hours leading up to bedtime. For example, If you typically go to bed around 9 p.m., try to have your last major drink by 6 or 7 p.m. You don't need to dehydrate yourself, but simply being mindful of the timing can prevent your bladder from becoming a sleep disruptor. If you feel thirsty before bed, a small sip of water is fine, but avoid large quantities. This simple adjustment can often mean the difference between a full night's sleep and that frustrating cold trip to the bathroom, leaving you wide awake and unable to drift back off. This small but mighty change can truly revolutionize your nights, helping you stay in bed and truly rest. So, we've covered the hidden power of light, the impact of what you eat and drink, and the silent hero that is magnesium, along with smart hydration strategies. Now, let's bring it all together by talking about creating a peaceful transition from your busy day to a restful night. This is about building a wind-down ritual. Think of your brain like a light switch. You wouldn't expect to suddenly flip it from on to off and expect instant darkness. Would you? Our brains need a similar gradual transition. Many of us go from watching an exciting show, checking emails, or even doing chores straight to bed, expecting sleep to magically appear. This abrupt shift can leave your mind buzzing and your body still geared for activity, making it much harder to fall asleep and stay asleep. A consistent wind-down ritual, even just 30 to 60 minutes long, signals to your body and mind that it's time to prepare for rest. This isn't about rigid rules, but about finding what calms you. It could be reading a physical book, not on a screen, listening to gentle, calming music or a podcast, taking a warm bath or shower to relax your muscles and slightly lower your body temperature afterwards, which aids sleep, or practicing some very gentle stretching or deep breathing exercises. The key is consistency and creating a routine that you look forward to. For example, you might decide that every night at 8 p.m., you turn off the TV, dim the lights, and read for 45 minutes. Or perhaps you enjoy a calming herbal tea, like chamomile or valerian root, while listening to soft instrumental music. The repetition of these calming activities tells your body, okay, it's almost time for sleep, helping your brain to shift into a more relaxed state, making it easier to fall asleep and significantly reducing the likelihood of waking up prematurely in the early morning. It's about consciously disengaging from the day's stresses and responsibilities, giving your mind a chance to settle, and preparing your body for the restorative sleep it truly deserves. Next, we'll bring all these vital pieces together and look at how to truly reclaim your nights and wake up feeling vibrant. Nu Matstin Stewart Chow. It's truly remarkable, isn't it? How seemingly small adjustments can have such a profound impact on something as fundamental as our sleep. We've journeyed through the subtle yet powerful influence of light, understanding how bright morning light and dim evening light cue your body's natural rhythm. We've talked about the surprising ways our late-night meals, that afternoon coffee, or even a glass of wine can quietly sabotage our sleep, especially that dreaded 3 a.m. wake-up call. And we discovered the calming power of magnesium, often a missing piece for many, and the smart way to approach hydration to keep those nighttime bathroom trips at bay. Finally, we explored the soothing embrace of a consistent wind-down ritual, your personal signal to your body that it's time to truly unwind and embrace rest. I know it might feel like a lot to take in, or perhaps you've tried things before that haven't worked, but please remember, these aren't complex prescriptions or overnight miracles. They are simple, gentle nudges to help your body rediscover its natural rhythm. You don't have to implement everything at once. Start with just 1 or 2 suggestions that resonate most with you. Perhaps it's making a conscious effort to get outside for 20 minutes in the morning, or swapping your evening tea for a cup of chamomile. Maybe it's incorporating more leafy greens and almonds into your diet, or simply being more mindful of when you stop drinking fluids. Even tiny steps, consistently taken, can build momentum and lead to significant, life-changing improvements in your sleep and overall well-being. Think of it as a gentle recalibration, giving your amazing body the support it needs to do what it's naturally designed to do, sleep deeply and wake refreshed. Your body truly wants to sleep through the night, and with these adjustments, you can help it get there. Imagine waking up naturally, feeling genuinely rested, with energy to spare for your day. without that nagging thought of, I didn't get enough sleep. That feeling is within your reach. And it makes all the difference in how you experience life. Your sleep directly impacts your mood, your energy, your memory, and your ability to enjoy every moment. Giving your sleep the attention it deserves is one of the kindest and most impactful things you can do for yourself, for your health, and for your happiness. As you navigate this wonderful stage of life, I'd love to hear from you. Have you experienced waking up early? And what have you found helps? Or what challenges do you face? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your insights could be incredibly helpful to someone else watching this video. If you found this video helpful and feel like you've learned something new and practical today, please consider giving it a thumbs up. It really helps our channel reach more people who might be struggling with their sleep. And if you're looking for more practical, easy to understand advice on living your best life, staying healthy, and thriving at every age, make sure you subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. We're here to support you on your journey to a happier, healthier, and more vibrant life. Remember, you have the power to influence your sleep and your well-being. Embrace these simple habits. Trust in your body's amazing ability to heal and adapt. And know that truly restorative sleep is not just a dream. It's a very achievable reality. Here's to waking up feeling truly refreshed, ready to embrace each new day with energy and joy. Live your best life. At every age.